I remember when I was just starting out trying to get clients for my agency, I tried looking for YouTube videos that explained how to run ads from my own agency, not for my clients, but for myself, and I couldn't find anything. So that's what this video is. It doesn't matter what kind of B2B business that you are, you can use this system, this ad strategy right here, to get really good results running ads. We've even done this on Facebook, but also LinkedIn, Google Ads. It's the same system. But for this video, I'll show you in the next 10 minutes how to run profitable Facebook ads directly to your agency that will get you really good quality clients. For our agency, we've spent over 50K the last couple of years running Facebook ads, and they have been very, very profitable. You can see 11K right here, 28,000 Danish kroner, that's like $4,000, 6K right here, 3K right here, and I have like so many ad accounts I can't even keep track. But in this video, I'll show you how to actually run Facebook ads and what strategy we use in our agency to get the best possible results. I can explain the strategy in literally 1 minute. You will have one campaign where you're just farming clicks, and this is the targeted campaign. This means that you set some targeting for the people that you want to reach, and then you farm clicks. You get them to click on your ad, just be interested. You spend around 80% of your ad spend right here because this is the initial touch point for your client. This is where they get to know you. And then in the second campaign, this is where you either get leads or meetings booked. And this is actually a retargeting campaign. And this is where you allocate around 20% of your ad spend. It's that simple. But what this means and why this is better than just having one campaign that directly goes to leads, it's that you run ads and a company, they see you, but they probably don't sign up yet. At least I wouldn't sign up if it's the first time I see a Facebook ad. But when they keep seeing you, they might even go to your website, then they keep seeing you everywhere. And you can even run retargeting ads on Google, on YouTube, on LinkedIn. All of a sudden, you seem like this huge company that's really established. And this is why that strategy is so fucking good. If you go to my agency website, for example, that we are running ads for, and you download the Facebook Meta Pixel Helper, you can see that we have retargeting pixel on. And this is basically just so we can capture lead information when they go to our website, and then we can retarget it on any other platform. And I'll show you how to set this up in literally 10 minutes. If you haven't already, you need to sign up for a Facebook business account, and you go inside of data sources right here, data sets, and you create a new data set, and you just click create. Awesome. Now we have a new data set, and we just choose Metapixel only, and you click next. And for now, we just want to install the code manually. What this will give you is a Metapixel code that you can just copy, and then you can go to your website. This is high level. I have an affiliate link in the comments if you want to use that. I'll appreciate it. But this basically allows you to host a really cool website. There will even be a website template of my website on the link below. Then I just go into the website right here, the sites, inside of websites. And if you go to the settings right here, inside of the head tracking code, you can see I've already actually installed the Metapixel. I've also installed a Google Tag Manager, but this is where you insert the Metapixel code. You can see I've inserted it right here. After you've done that, you just click continue. Let me actually insert it so you can see it. You can insert multiple pixels, and then you just click save. When you set it inside of the settings right here, it's going to apply this Metapixel to all your pages, and that's what you want. Then you just click continue and turn this on, and you just click continue. And now you can set up tools, but we don't want to do that yet, and you just click done. Now you can see the website visitors test right here, and you can see the ID. What you can do now is that you can go to the website, and you just want to refresh it a couple of times. Then inside of the Metapixel helper, you can see we had 2 pixels before, and now we have 3, and you can see there's 212 pixel is now installed. You can see this ID is installed on our website. And what this means is that when people go to your website, now you actually capture this information. And this is very strong as well, because let's say you're running cold emails as well, or you're sending cold DMs on LinkedIn. If people search you up and they go to your website, now you capture that information and you can retarget it. That's why retargeting is so strong. And you set this up no matter what kind of acquisition channel you have. You go back into business settings and you go into data sources and the data sets. This is where we had the website visitor test. Then you need to connect the assets. This ad account is called Shiny AI Inc. ad account, so I just add that. So now we have the pixel live on our website. What you can do now is that you can go to campaigns. I'm inside of my ad account right here, and I just click create, and I create a brand new account. The first one that we will do is the clicks. So you click engagement right here, and you click continue, and then you want the manual engagement campaign, and we call this campaign 1, so you just click next. I always, if I want to split test multiple different campaigns, I click add one, then we can split test multiple ad sets. Conversion location, you want people to go to your website, and then you choose the data set that you have just created. So this is the website visitors. You might need to add a pixel. After you've done that, you can click data set, so you can see the one we've just added, which is the website visitors test, and you can also see the ID. Then you can set up a conversion event, but we don't want that. We just want to insert a click. That is what we want them to do. We don't want to put them to book meetings yet. We just want them to go to the website. You don't set up anything else. For the daily budget, this depends on how much you can allocate, but you want to spend 80% of your ad spend on your campaign 1. So to get good results, this will probably be around 15-20 bucks a day at least. So we set it to 20 bucks. For the location, you can mark on a world map where you want to run your ads. We usually run them in Canada, in Australia, and in the United Kingdom, like that. For the audience, here's where you can actually target specific keywords to the industry that you want. You still want to keep it broad, but you can narrow your search. So if you click switch to original audience right here and use original audience, you can actually provide keywords down here in the advantage detail targeting. Age, you can change the age as well, and the gender. I don't usually do this. The only thing I narrow is the search. Let's say that I want to target solar companies, for example. That's something we have done a lot. What I can do is that I can insert solar keywords that might not be targeted by anyone, but that someone in the solar industry would be interested in, and that the algorithm, Facebook algorithm, knows that they're interested in. For example, solar panels, I can search for solar panel and see what comes up. Yeah, for example, solar panel. I usually use interest targeting to keep it very broad still, but still narrow my search just a little bit to give it an idea of what kind of person I'm interested in showing my ads to. And you can see here you have solar power, renewable energy. You want something that's only relevant to solar, right? That isn't too broad. This could be solar cell. It could be solar energy. Solar lamp might not be that good. Electricity is too broad. Let's see if there's any other good keywords. Solar installer as a job title. I only want to use interest up here in the right corner. Solar system, again, is too broad. It's astronomy, right? Not what I'm interested in. But solar energy and utilities, that might be interested. You want to choose anywhere from like 2 to 3, max 5 interest targeting, and then you're good. You still want to keep it broad. Here to the right, you want to keep it very broad, at least a couple million. This depends on your industry, but you can find words, for example, for roofing, then you can search for roofing and you can find industry-specific keywords. For the placements, I always just use the advantage placements, and then we go to the ad. Here is where you can split test different ads. I always call it like A1, H1 for ad 1, which is like the creative, and then H1 for the headline. And here you choose the Facebook page that you want to run it for. Let's just run it for my Shiny page. And you want to connect an Instagram account to that as well. Cool. You want manual upload, a single image, and then you want to paste in the website that you want them to go to. So this would just be your website. If you have a funnel as well, you could also send them directly to the funnel. That is actually what we usually do. So for example, this book meeting with us, that's where I always send them, because some of them, they will just book a meeting with you directly, and this can help them with that. Awesome. Then you get to set up the creative. I use a video ad. Site links I don't want, so I click that off and I click next. And here is where you upload your creative. Let me show you what creative that I usually use.
Are you a solar CEO? And are you unsatisfied with your margins in your business? Well, they are looking a little thin. What would happen if we got an AI to reach out to all your aged leads? To educate on energy savings, tax credits, rebates, and financing options, etc. For Solar Harmony, a solar partner of ours, we tested it and got 48% of the leads to respond and 11% to book a Solar Plus storage appointment directly into the sales team's calendar. Best part? This works so well that we are willing to get paid 100% on results only. We will code the entire AI for free, pay all the upfront costs of running it ourselves. So you only pay when a deal is closed and the cash is collected. Still a little skeptical? Why not try a conversation with our 100% free demo AI? Click below, drop your number, and the AI will reach out to you. Or you can go back to your cat videos. A little weird, but enjoy.
This ad has performed really, really well for us. And the reason is that we have everything they need. We call out the people that we want to talk to. We mention a pain that they have. the margins in their business. That's a really big pain in Solar. And then we basically tell them the solution, what they can do to reach out to the age leads, etc., etc. And we also show them a case study of what the results they can actually expect. And then of course we give them an offer, which is that we build the entire thing for free, and they can then sign up. This is the initial touch points. This is what sparks the interest, and this is how we capture the information. When they click on this ad, it takes them directly to our website where they can either book a call. Usually they don't. They just read some information, and then they're gonna keep seeing us, and that's why this strategy is so interesting. So what you do is you just take the video that you've created, of course, change it to whatever business that you're running. Inside of our completely free community with almost 50,000 members, I actually made a post that includes a Google Docs right here. And this Google Docs includes all of the ads we have run from our own B2B agency with the exact performance for each ad. So you can see the cost per click, the cost per result, cost per booked call. And you can actually, for all the videos, you can download them and use them for yourself. You're welcome. I'll leave a link to that community below this video right here. Back to creating the ad. I upload this ad right here. I click next, I click skip and continue. For this, I just want to make sure it looks good, just original, and I click next. And for the primary text, we can insert the text from right here. You can see the text I've used right here. We have an engaging hook. You can read this if you want to. And then I always enable these because honestly they're pretty good. And for the headline, we actually qualify them further. We want them to have a lot of age leads because this is larger companies. So I write this and I have a call to action to just try the AI demo. For the call to action button, we always include learn more, and I never include a description. And for this, I just click done. Awesome. Now we have our ad right here. You always want to preview it to see how it looks. I think it looks pretty good. This campaign score you really can't trust. And that looks good. Now people go to our website, and when they do, we capture it with our pixels. Some of them will book a meeting straight away, but a lot of them will just go to the website, which is what we intend. And I just click publish. Alright, that's the first campaign done. For the second campaign, we need to create an audience for our website pixel. So I go inside of business setting right here. I go to the data sources, the data sets. I click on the pixel that we installed right here, and I click open in Events Manager. Top right corner when you've chosen the website data set, then you click create, and you click create custom audience. Because now we want to create an audience from the information that our pixel is getting. So I choose website, I click next. Then I choose the ad account that we have access to. I click next, exactly like that. Now I click create custom audience. Then you set audience retention. This can maximum be 180 days. So you want to set it to this. If you want to choose the website visitor, that we just create it like that. And for the audience, I just call it website visitors 180 days. We don't need to give it a description, and just click create audience just like that. Awesome. We don't need to do any of this. We just click done. Now we have created a new audience that we can use in our campaign. The second campaign is very similar. I just click create. I choose leads this time. The other time we chose engagement, but now we actually want them when they are retargeted. We want to get them as leads so we can contact them with name and phone number. Call it campaign 2 and call it leads. I actually want to set the ad set budget instead of the campaign budget. So we change it to ad set budget, and I just click next. For the new leads ad set, we call it retargeting campaign. I scroll down and I choose instant forms. I make sure that it's on my Facebook page. For the daily budget, we don't need to set this to a lot, maybe like $10 a day. This will give us really good results. And here we want to include our custom audience that we created. We don't need to set that much of a daily budget. $10 a day is fine. And if you scroll down, then you can see custom audiences right here. And this is where we can add the all website visitors 180 days that we just created. So I click on that. Now it will show our ads to this audience right here, which is exactly what we want. And this will give us lead at a very insane cost. Placements, we just keep it at Advantage Plus, and I click next. And here we can actually just use the exact same ad that we used before. The important thing is that we just have multiple ads, so you want to split test multiple different creatives, just like I show inside of our document right here that's in the description. You can see how many different ads that we are showing, case studies, images. You want to show them a lot of different things with the same branding, because then you seem like a big shot. You seem like a really organized company when you keep showing ads to the same. So I will just add this exact same creative as before, and then I'll return back. So let's just add the same creative as before. I just click video ad, choose the same video just to show you, and I just click skip and continue. Original. Primary text, I just insert the exact same thing that we inserted before. For the headline, do the exact same thing. Include the variations like this. Again, call to action still needs to be learn more, and the description, we just keep that blank. Done, just like that. And now we want to include a lead form right here. Under the instant form, you just click create a form, and here you want to have more volume, and the form, we just call it what we're interested in. solar companies, and maybe just June, and I click more volume. We don't want to include a greeting. You can insert a background image if you want to, but for now we will not do that. I haven't really found that it increases conversion at all. Just click continue, and here you can insert the questions that you want. Because you have already created some filters on the front end, like the interest targeting, we usually don't actually include questions in this form. But if you wanted to, let's say you got a lot of bad leads, then you could insert qualifying questions right here to narrow who signs up to your ad. But we include full name, phone number, and email. We don't make the phone number optional because we want to be able to call them. And I just click next. Here you insert your privacy policy and the text for the privacy policy, and you click next. And at the end, you want them to be able to actually go to your website and book a call. So insert your website right here. I usually write something like one last step, book a meeting with an AI expert, for example. Go to website, insert the link to the website. This call to action is book meeting, find a time, like that, and then create the form. Awesome. And then make sure that this form is created. Now we're done. We have the ad up and running, and I just click publish. Now you can see we have the two campaigns. So we've actually created both of these campaigns now, exactly like that. But you have one step left though. You can actually start seeing these leads inside of the Facebook ads platform. But if you're using something like High Level, I'll also show you how to set that up correctly. So if you go back into High Level right here, you can go inside of settings. This is on a sub account, and you can go inside of integrations right here. Then you can make sure that you connect your Facebook profile right here. I continue as Albert, and I choose the Instagram account that we want to connect. You can see this is the shiny one right here, and I click update and continue. Now we need to configure field mapping. So you just click right here, Facebook form fields mapping, and then you want to choose the Facebook form that we just created, which was the solar company's June. You map the fields, email, full name, and phone number like that, and then you just click confirm. Awesome. Now contacts will come from Facebook into your High Level account. What you can then do is that you can go inside of automation right here. You can create a new workflow just from scratch. We call this new lead. The trigger will be Facebook lead form submitted, just like that. Page is any, form is any, and I just click save trigger, and I click save. And here you can, let's say, give yourself an SMS. So you can choose the send internal notification like this, SMS. You can either assign a user or you can write custom number like this. Here you can insert your number, and then you can write you got a new Facebook lead with contact, full name, and maybe the phone. Because now you'll receive a text message every time someone signs up on your ad, so you can call them straight away and click save action, just like that. You could also send them an SMS message that just says, hey, first name, just saw you signed up. We'll give you a call in a couple minutes when I am done with my current call. That makes you seem like you're busy, which is a good thing. Awesome. All you do now is that you just click draft and publish like this, and now you're done. Now you'll receive a text message every time someone signs up on your Facebook campaign. You have this set up where the first thing you get is clicks. So you get a lot of people to your website that gets to know about your brand. And then after that, you have a retargeting campaign that shows your ads to the people that have already signed up on your Facebook. And then you have the second campaign where you show your ads to people that have already been on your website, because this is where you're going to get the absolute best results for B2B. If you want a 30-day free trial to the software that I'm using right here, which is High Level, there's a link in the description. And if you want to join and get the Facebook ads that I run, there's also a link description to our group right here where you can snatch that too. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions, and I hope this was valuable. Sub for more.